Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're playing Superstar JYP and Superstar STAYC. Gonna be going over the January 18, 2024 updates, where we have some new limited themes, and specifically on the STAYC side of things, we do have the Happy Birthday ITZY event going on right now. So looking at the Superstar JYP side of things, we're gonna start off with NMIXX's new limited theme, Dash. One of the nice things about the Dash banner is that there is going to be a limited period point reward, where once you stack up 250 points, you will get an R grade card selector. Selectors are really nice because, let's say on your way to getting 250 points, you've got 5 of the 6 members. Getting this R grade card selector allows you to pick that last member you could be missing, or let's say you already have OT6 and you're just not completing the score reward for the mission event, you could bump up one of those B grade cards to an R grade card with the R grade card selector. So I love selectors. They're very useful for completing groups and for also trying to get R grade cards without having to spend too much money. Looking at the rest of the banner though, it's pretty standard, where you can get the special package for $21, the profile set for $10, the starter package for $7.50, and since NMIXX is a 6-member group, we do have the R package, which gets you 1 R grade card and 2 A grade cards for 590 diamonds, and then just the 1 random A grade card for 150 diamonds. Now between the banner and the mission event, it shouldn't be too hard to get OT6, because looking at the mission event, mission 1 will get you a free A grade card just for playing the song 5 times, and then mission 2 can get you 3 free B grade cards just for getting 3 different members, A grade or above. Now looking at the banner itself, remember that we have access to that R grade package, where you'll get the 1 R grade card and the 2 A grade cards. And as long as you get 3 different members here, you can actually get those 3 free B grade cards just right off the bat off of one of these. So that's really, really nice. Now, because it's so easy to get OT6 in this, it shouldn't be too hard to actually complete the whole mission event, since the first one is really going to be a score one, and 2,500,000 isn't too bad when you have OT6 going. Mission 2 shouldn't be too hard because, again, you have this selector, you have access to that 1 package that gets you 3 different cards. All of them are going to be A grade or above. And then mission 3 is just obtaining cards. So that one's the one you complete basically just for playing the game. So this shouldn't be too hard to complete. So if you're a big NMIXX fan and you want to get this mission event done, just know that it shouldn't be too hard. If you're looking for the fastest way to get to that selector though, it's going to be 1 of the A grade packages, 4 of the R grade packages, so 1 of these, 3 or 4 of these, and that's going to get you to 13 cards right there, plus the 4 free ones you get. So between 17 cards and then the selector, hopefully you're able to get OT6. So again, this mission event shouldn't be too hard to complete. And it's nice because once you complete all the missions, you will get 6 different wallpapers. So let's say you just want to have your bias as your wallpaper for the game, you can just pick that one person, or if you want to rotate between all of them, that's an option you can do too. One of the nice things about this mission event is that clearing the mission events also gets you a ticket into the raffle, and the raffle is going to be a signed CD, where 10 people will win a free signed CD just for completing the mission event. And if you like NMIXX, this might be worth your time, because again, it shouldn't be too hard to complete this mission event. Looking at the ITZY banner, so one thing I've noticed about the ITZY Born to Be album, or the theme in general, is that it is totally separate from ITZY the group. So let's see our inventory here and I'll show you what I mean. So looking at Born to Be, it's completely separate from the ITZY group, probably because there is no Leah card for Born to Be, but that actually makes the Born to Be cards significantly less valuable, since you'll only be able to use them for songs that come out under the Born to Be theme. You can't use them for the many ITZY songs that are already out in the game, so that again makes these Born to Be cards less valuable overall. But looking at the banner itself, it's basically exactly the same as the Born to Be banner. So once we get to the shop, I can show you what I mean by that. Alright, so going to the shop here, It's exactly the same as the previous Born to Be banner, where once you get enough points for the limited period point reward, you're going to get an untouchable R grade card, but a random one. And again, we talked about how much we like selectors. Getting a random one isn't nearly as good because you can get a member that you already have. But basically, it's the same banner as Born to Be, where you'll have the special package for $21, the profile package for $13, but this one does give you a few extra resources in diamonds and RP. The starter package, which is going to be $750, a random R grade untouchable card for 300 diamonds, and then the card pack 30, where you might stumble across one of the untouchable limited themes by paying RP. Now, just like the previous Born to Be banner, it's going to take about 9 R grade cards between this, and the limited period point reward to kind of guarantee that you're going to get a full OT4 set. Again, it's not promised, but statistically you're looking at about 9 R grade cards to get the full set. Now, looking at the card pack 30, again, I know it's very, very tempting to attempt to get all of the members through a means that requires RP, but I cranked out the math for y'all. It's gonna take roughly about 163 of these packs to statistically guarantee getting all 4 members. Now, if you need any sort of proof of that, if you check out my previous videos, my more recent ones, I had about 500,000 RP recently, and if you were paying attention to my inventory earlier, I do actually have all the members for Born to Be, and it took that much RP just to get all 4 of these members, only for me to find out that I can't even use them for regular ITZY songs. So take that as you will. I think it's really not worth it to spend that much RP just to get a full set of a group where you can't even use it for more than, I think there's only 10 songs total on the album. So unless they have a ton of like verse 2s or something like that, it's going to be very, very limited what you can actually use these cards for. And you can only level them up with cards from Born to Be. So it's like this really, really limited card pool, and that's making it not as valuable as other themes in my opinion. Alright, so looking at the mission event though, so it's just like the Born to Be one, except a little bit easier, I would suppose. So for clearing the song 3 times versus the standard 5, you will get an A grade untouchable card. However, mission 2 only gets you random S grade cards versus on theme cards, which is not as good in my opinion. Mission 3 is the freebie one where you play the game, you'll get the stuff done. Now, unlike the Born to Be theme last week, this one where once you complete all of the missions, you'll get the wallpaper, plus you'll actually get the chance to win a signed CD. So 10 people who complete this mission event will be getting a signed CD, which is very, very cool. And it might actually be worth your time to complete this just to get a chance at that signed CD. Now, the rest of the stuff is stuff from last week, so just looking at the card pass here, this is going to be the total rewards that you can get from completing everything at level 50 or tier 50. And in order to complete this, remember it's going to be completing all of the weeklies plus 10 of these daily missions. That's going to be the bare minimum to make sure you get to tier 50. And just like I said last week, for the premium pass, you can wait until the very last day of the star pass to determine if you want to buy it. So let's say on the very last day you only reach tier 45, you can kind of get a good assessment on if it's worth using real money to get all the rewards before tier 45, knowing that you'll miss out on these last 5 tiers. It's going to be the same concept with the special currency pass, where you should wait until the very last moment to see how far you got and to see if it's worth actually spending real money to get that premium reward. Alright, just a quick recap on this Goodbye 2023 banner. It's really for collecting purposes only, because again, there's no difference between limited themes and unlimited themes in terms of the bonus it gets you in game. But the Goodbye 2023 package is good if you're trying to just wrap up a few sets from 2023 that were limited, because you do get access to the limited period point reward, where you'll get a limited theme A grade card selector for a theme released in 2023. And that's going to take roughly about $28 of buying into this package, or 2,000 diamonds buying into this package. And I don't recommend spending the diamonds on this package because it's going to be used better for things like the signed CDs, the signed Polaroids, all those raffles. So I really don't recommend buying into Goodbye 2023 unless you're very, very close to completing a limited set that came out in 2023 because you have the card selector. Talking about the limited theme package for each group, very, very quick, not worth buying it. This is for collecting purposes only, and even then, if you're trying to get a full OT 9, let's say for Twice, on theme, it's going to be very, very difficult because it includes all the Twice cards, so it's very, very difficult to complete themes with these particular banners. So I'd skip out on this entirely, especially since the Goodbye 2023 one is just simply better in terms of trying to complete a full theme set. Alright, so moving on to the Superstar STAYC side of things, we're going to talk about the new limited theme update card thing, which is going to be for the We Need Love set. Now, it's going to be a pretty standard banner where it's going to take roughly about 2,500 to 3,000 diamonds to collect OT6 if you're buying into this particular package. Keep in mind, though, that doesn't guarantee that they'll be Prism. So for these themes, remember, you want Prism because it's going to bump up your score by about 10%. But if you're looking just to collect the theme, doesn't matter if it's Prism or not, you're looking at about 2,500 to 3,000 diamonds on this particular pack in order to get them. The nice thing is, though, there is going to be a limited period point reward, which gets you a card selector. So again, let's say on the way to getting this limited period point reward, you get 5 of the 6 members. You can use the selector to get that last member. But the banner itself is pretty standard, where you can buy the profile set for $10, a starter package which has a guaranteed Prism for $7.50. There is the 3-day limited celebration package where you have to buy it within the first 3 days of it being released. And then the special package for $23. And then the premium pack 10 for 150 diamonds. And just a random solo chance for an on-theme card for 15 diamonds. Did I say dollars for this one? I meant diamonds. 150 diamonds for that one. Now, looking at the mission event, it's really not going to be worth it in my opinion, because look at all the work that you have to do. And then at the end of all of it, you get a premium pack 30. You don't even get the standard wallpaper that they normally give. And just to kind of show you how insignificant the reward is, if we go into the shop itself, once it loads up, and we look at the card packs, you can buy that same card pack for 240 diamonds. Whereas if you try to get it through the mission event, you're going to spend a ton of diamonds just collecting the cards to complete it. So really, I plan on skipping this whole thing. I'll get the free card just from completing the mission event, but I plan on skipping the whole mission event, not really dedicating a lot of time to it because the reward for it is not very good. Now let's talk about what's actually going to be a very cool event for this week, which is the Happy Birthday ITZY event. So looking at these special packages that you can buy, I actually don't recommend any of them. I don't think any of them are particularly good. The Prism one seems very, very tempting, but it's a bunch of random Prism cards, so it might not even be like on theme for something you're missing. And if you can't get like a full set, a full theme set of Prism, then it might honestly just be a waste of money. If you feel like rolling the dice and then hoping you land on a Prism card that you needed, that's fine. But in general, all these are going to be gambles that might not get you any closer to completing an OT6 theme set. So just keep that in mind. I recommend skipping on it unless you just want to take the gamble on it. Looking at the mission event though, this I'm actually very excited about because these Happy Birthday mission events don't tend to be very difficult. However, what I will say is, so mission 1 is just completing a bunch of songs, which is going to be easy. They don't have to be done in hard mode. They don't have to be done with 3 stars. Very, very easy mission 1. Mission 2 is just leveling up cards, which again isn't too bad because as you complete these, you will get card pack 5s, which you can use to help build towards the next mission. So let's say, for example, I complete the successful Teen Fresh album card power up 15 times. I'll get the card pack 5. I'll use those 5 cards to power up something in Teddy Bear, getting me closer to completing that mission. So mission 2 basically helps you complete itself, which is really nice. Mission 3 is pretty easy with the exception of that first mission where you have to obtain 3 A grade or above ITZY cards from Teen Fresh specifically. And just like we went through with the J birthday event, Teen Fresh only has one unlimited theme. So in terms of buying packs and such, the card that you can get that's going to help you with Teen Fresh is basically only going to be the Fresh theme. All of the other themes in Teen Fresh are limited themes and are to a degree much harder to get than just the Fresh theme. But the Fresh theme is not too easy to get statistically either, so I really didn't think that was a smart play to have it be mandatory to get 3 A grade cards or above for Teen Fresh for any member because of how difficult it is to get those cards. One thing I will say though that might make this a lot easier for people trying to complete this mission event is we do have the Goodbye 2023 banner up right now. So if we go to the shop and we check out the Goodbye 2023 package, so there is a card selector in the 2023 Goodbye package, and I don't know where if you pick an ITZY card if it counts towards the mission event. I don't see why it wouldn't, but this is going to be a nice way to kind of just get around pulling so many different cards, hoping to get that one ITZY Teen Fresh card, which will hopefully be A grade or above. Now, if you're like me, you saw this coming from a million miles away, knowing that it was really difficult for me to complete it for the J event. So I did just stack a bunch of ITZY B grade cards from the J event up until this moment, so this shouldn't be too difficult. But all in all, if you're able to jump that Teen Fresh gap for mission 3, it's a pretty easy event to finish. Now, wrapping up the event part of it, if we can get to the screen. If it would load, of course. If you can jump that one hurdle, it's not too bad completing the rest of it. And then for your troubles, you get 50 diamonds, which is nice because technically some of these, if not all of them, you can complete without spending any diamonds. So basically it's 50 free diamonds. You'll also get the wallpaper, and then you'll also be entered for a chance to win an ITZY signed Polaroid, which there will be 6 winners. So I really think that's cool. Again, I'm going to go for it. I really like these birthday events because it's basically just free rewards. Now, looking at the Everyday ITZY Time Gift event, everybody who signs in during this time frame should be getting a free profile picture, and then per day there's another free reward that you'll get, but you have to make sure to log in every single day and collect it because it only lasts for that one day. So here is going to be, I can actually close that for now. So just for logging in during the time frame, you get the profile picture, and then every day you have to log in order to get that day's specific reward. My inventory is full, but basically I have to collect this before the end of the day. Now that completes us talking about all the new things that have come out for this week. Again, going over the Star Pass, this is going to be the STAYC Star Pass where, again, you'll have to complete 10 dailies as well as all the weeklies to get up to tier 50, and this is all the stuff that you will get from that. It's going to be the same deal with the Special Currency Star Pass where, again, 10 dailies, complete them all the way, and then all of the weeklies, and that should get you enough points. Looking at the Goodbye 2023 banner one more time, again, it's good if you're wrapping up a prism set because there is going to be that card selector we were talking about earlier where it doesn't have to be an ITZY card. You can pick any card that you might be missing and you can pick it as a prism, which is really, really nice. Don't forget that this game did come out in May 2023, so basically almost all the cards are available to you, but if you're wondering specifically which ones are available, you can head over to the drop rates and then just check out the ones in blue here. This is going to be everything that you could pick from the card selector. So just keep that in mind. It's not every single theme that has come out, but most themes that have come out in 2023. Lastly, to wrap up this video, this limited theme package for each group, total bait. Total bait, super expensive, totally not worth it. So with that being said, that's going to be all the updates from January 18, 2024 for both Superstar JYP and Superstar STAYC. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'd be happy to answer when I have the time. That's all for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, until next time, take it easy.